Hey, good morning, Pam. Happy Saturday. I think you can hear me, right? I had the volume off for a moment. For just a minute. Let's make sure you can hear me. Kind of crazy that I'm asking that question. What if you can't hear me? Let me just write it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hey, Alice. How's my sound, Alice? I hear you. Oh, awesome. So, Alice, excuse me, I hope I can do this page justice today. The dirty window technique. I am going to do something a little bit different, though. Ink that I'm going to use, like an ink pad. So I'm just trying to get everything all situated here. As I rummage through, here it is, ink. Ink, ink, ink. And I also have this cool paper that I wanted to show you. Well, mostly you, Alice, is why I mean everyone else, obviously. But I wanted to show you this. Look at this cool paper I bought. It's this like scrapbooking paper. And I thought this would be really cool. Good morning, Debbie. Really cool to use like to create textures, but it's called mulberry paper. Well, is this mulberry paper? Yeah, I think this one's mulberry paper. Collect. I think it's like a pack of paper. But this one is cool because it's not like actual. It's like lace, and then this one would make a good like to place on top of a page. Look at this one. It looks like a spider web. That one's really cool. That one's more lacy. I thought of you, Alice, when these got delivered. And this one, I don't know if you can really tell here, but it's got more of a like it looks like white mesh with all paint drops. Aren't they great? You still can't hear anything? You gotta go back in and come back out. And you gotta go back in and come back out. No, you gotta go out and come back in. This one's cool too. Look at this. Doesn't that remind you of like Tetris or something? And I got them in different colors. This one's kind of funky too. Well, this is just an opaque one. These are just kind of like regular. These are not anything special, just regular papers. But I was watching this YouTuber the other day, and it takes a lot for me to watch someone on YouTube, by the way. Listen, because I get tired of listening to their voice. I have like a thing. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I made it through the whole one. It was very interesting. She was making these little tiny books. I'm gonna try them. She was making them out of like the side of a like a box. I thought of like a box of graham crackers since I always have graham crackers around. But anyway, she took them and they were like 2 inches by 2 inches. The one with the paint drops looks like what you used. Well, I'm actually going to use this too. I also have this roll because I have a lot of this that's just kind of like around. I don't know why there's a flower there, but it's stuck. I keep finding these flowers everywhere. I found one in my basement. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that one. So we have a lot to do today. So today I am using mixed media. So I have a few different things with me. I have these cheapo highlighters, which I kind of like. They're running out of ink though. I've got my 10 pack of gel pens. Hey Kennedy, good to see you. And then I have Capital Arts Urban Collection and Black Widow Monarch. I think I got them on Shein. I always buy a lot of craft supplies on Shein, Alice. Um, I'll buy like a whole bunch. So then when I work on those like collage boxes, I'll use them on there. But the papers were cool. Or maybe I got them at the dollar store. Either one of the two. Because the dollar store had packs of paper like this too. And wherever I got them, I think I have them in a couple of different, I think I have them in blue too. I haven't been spending very much time creating too much stuff lately. I don't know why. Well, I don't know why. Let me see what else I have in here. See if I can find the blue one. Alice, you just need to come over and we can just, play with all my toys. No, they're not in here. It must be in the other box. You can just come over and play with all my toys. I know somebody that's in the I don't know what type of art she does actually, but she has this membership where people all get together and now they're like all staying, I think it's happening now. They're all staying at a house in Florida, I think. Imagine all staying together in one big house. I don't think I could do it. You can hear me now. All right, awesome, Pam. All right, so we're gonna get started. So we have Castle Arts Urban. I'm gonna start with that. And I'm gonna color all of this whole page. And then at the end, I'm going to make it look like you are looking through a dirty window. Okay. I'm going to start out with Pam's favorite color. Red ochre. It's kind of an orangey thing. Hey, Cindy. Yeah, Lala, she has this membership that is I don't really exactly know what happens in her membership, and I don't know how much it is, but once a year she has this like retreat and she rents this house somewhere in Florida on some island and at like a beach, and they all go there and she has all kinds of activities for the whole week. I mean, I can understand going on a retreat, but staying in the same house, I don't know. What do you think about that, Alice? Could you imagine? You find out a lot about people when you go on vacation with them, don't you think? I remember one time when I was in high school, we went to Disney World, I think it was. And yeah, we went to Disney World and oh my goodness. It was like we went on a class trip, like high school kids went on a class trip. And I was with my two best friends. And one of them, by the time we left, I was kind of not my best friend anymore. Hey, Lynn, it was crazy because I just think you find out a lot about people when you go on vacation with them. I bet Lynn would agree with that. I need to get new gel pens, also glitter gel pens when it's on Etsy. All right, the new gel pens that I have 10 packs of gel pens on Etsy, and I have 24 packs. I only have 4 sets of the 24 packs left. And the glitter gel pens, I have glitter gel pens coming next week. And then in a few weeks, I'm testing out markers, and I'm testing out watercolor paint. So that's going to be exciting. So that's what's happening with that. And I have something in my eye and it's driving me nuts. Yeah, right, Lynn? Yeah, so we were just like so annoyed by this with all these little quirks that this person was having that it just didn't work out too well. I don't know. All right, let's see. I'm going to put some black eyes because I don't like his brown eyes. He needs to have brighter eyes. And I will give him a little bit of this burnt sienna. When you room with somebody in a dorm or at college. Yeah, exactly. Right? I remember there was this one person, she wasn't my roommate, thank God, but she was my friend's roommate, and she was strange. That's all I have to say. It was very, very strange. Is it a bug? No, I think it's an eyelash. It's that always happens to me. I have extremely long eyelashes. Did you know that, Lynn? I have very long eyelashes. My eyelashes hit the lenses of my glasses. I have a constant problem with like having to keep my glasses clean because the oils from my eyelashes hit the lens. I'm constantly pulling an eyelash out of my eye and taking an eyelash out of my eye. It's very allergy-ish out today. You had to go to the ER too? What is it with these bugs? Bugs flying in the air. I'll tell you who loves a bug is my little friend Grace. Oh, the other day I caught her trying to eat a bee. Yes, Lynn. Very long eyelashes. I would not be a candidate for lash extensions. Does anybody have lash extensions? Let me tell you. Could you imagine? I don't know if I could do it. I definitely know I could not actually. How about that? All right, I am gonna put um this red. We don't need the whole entire roll. When you have something that happens to your eye, it hurts, right? One time, what did I have happen? Oh, I'm gonna put this underneath, see if I can get some texture. When Paisley was a puppy, oh my goodness, he was laying down and her paw went flying at me. And all right, look, I put this red. It's just this red, like, what do you call this? I don't even know what you call this. Her paw went flying to, like she punched me in the eye, and I ended up with a scratch cornea. Oh, that really hurt a lot. Oh, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Am I high enough, by the way? Should I go up? I think I need to go up. Hold on. Let me put some stuff up. Mesh. That's a good word for it, right? Yeah, I don't like to have any type of anything on my eyes. I would be the person with the eyelash extensions that would have like, you know, issues. Let's put a little bit of yellow in the sky and see what happens. I'm going to turn it so it's like this one. I thought maybe I would get a different angle of the texture, but not so much. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm going to use some these little highlighters. You don't have eyelash extensions, Pam? Somehow you strike me as a type that definitely would not. My eyelashes get in my eyes too, says Donna. Drives me batty. I've had a corneal abrasion too, painful. It's very painful, isn't it? One time, one of my dogs was being groomed at a mobile groomer. I probably could have sued the girl. And it was the first and last time I ever used this mobile groomer. And she brought him inside and she said to me, he just hit his eye on a hook, like on an eye hook that was in her truck, that was in the grooming truck. Never even thought anything of it, right? Ended up having to take him to the hospital because he ended up having a scratch cornea. Thank goodness he was the dog that you could do anything to. So he was good about having me, you know, put a warm compress on his eye. And but she didn't even care. Never use that mobile groomer again. Crazy people. Sometimes you just don't know who you can trust. And she wouldn't let me in her truck. That was the other thing. She wouldn't let me in the grooming truck. I didn't like that part about her from the beginning. I should have said, forget it. Like, go home when that happened. I wanted to see what it was like in there. She said, oh no, humans are not allowed in here except me. I should have known better, but I don't know. I ended up using I used another guy, this other groomer that I used for a long time until one day. This is gonna be like a day of my I'm gonna do like I feel like what's his name? Is it George Costanza that does this, or is it Chandler from Friends, right? He always finds fault with everything. Is that who does that? I think it is. Let's do let's do a neon yellow with the background of this. Um he always finds fault with things. Anyway, I stopped using the other groomer, which I had used for years. because one day Scarlett was in the grooming truck and she hated it actually. So she must have knew something about this guy that I didn't know. And that guy, I could go into the truck, but I didn't stay in every single time. And then when she was all done, he opened the back door to the grooming truck, and he just dropped her leash. Alexander and the No Good Day. Is that the name of the book? Oh, no kidding. He just dropped her leash, and like there she was, loose. Thank God she headed up my driveway. I wasn't there. He didn't hand me the leash. He just dropped it to the ground. My neighborhood is not safe for, it's not like when she was too close to the street is basically what it was. I never have my dogs off a leash or, roaming around on the streets. They're in their safe backyard. Yeah, Alexander and the terribly, horribly, horribly no good day. Yeah, so I don't use him anymore, Alice. And now apparently groomers around here are too expensive. This one groomer that a lot of people use, I think it's like $270 to have like a golden retriever groom. Is that normal? Am I being a cheapskate lately? Maybe I am. All right, let's go back to the topic at hand. Navy blue is a blue monarch. I mean, a blue monarch, a monarch called Black Widow monarch. I'm holding off on that dog because I haven't decided what I'm going to do to him. And I found this blue. This page is from my book, Lots of Dogs and Cats. I love these pages, drawing these pages. I'm going to go with Rusty. Yeah, I guess it is kind of rusty, isn't it? A little bit. Isn't that expensive? I think it's expensive, Alice. For the beginning of the pandemic, I really taught myself how to groom my own dog. So now I just give them a haircut. Scarlett's good about it. Paisley was great about it. But Grace, she's still learning. She's like, I'm not really sure about that. She doesn't have any fur to cut anyway, so. So what's new with everybody? Anything exciting happening in the coloring book world that I'm missing? Any gossip, any drama, any new books, any new cool coloring supplies that I need to know about? Let's give what am I looking for here? Oh, I'm gonna give him a pink collar. And I'm looking for a black nose. I understand only have one dog now because a few weeks ago, the other dog that we had passed away. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Those Amazon pencils, I think I need to get them, Lynn. Are they a soft core? Is it like easy on your hands? My hands are really in a lot of pain lately. The other day, I was even having trouble scooping ice cream, of all things. I was like, oh my goodness, I know something's bad. And I said to myself, maybe I need to go to the doctor and I could, it's like when they say, is that really like a problem? Right? It's like, well, how much do your hands hurt? Well, I'm really having trouble scooping ice cream. So I think maybe I need some sort of, treatment for my hands. How crazy would that be? This one is called Cream. Guess I don't use these pencils very often because these are like, unless I just really sharpen them. And I haven't used them since. So this week is coloring camp. Is everybody ready? Oh, Lynn, I think I'm gonna get them. Um, this week is coloring camp. Is everybody ready for camp? I can't believe it. I actually woke up this morning and said to myself, oh my goodness, camp is already next week. What have I done? Where have I been? I totally forgot. Anyway, we meet on Wednesday, 10 a.m. in the Facebook group, the camp Facebook group, for a live coloring tutorial. I don't even know what the first one is. I bought a light support wrist and hand support that we can use for either hand. Is it helping, Lynn? I have gloves, but I don't know. Maybe I should use it when I'm scooping my ice cream. Right? I could. All right, I'm gonna put that piece of mesh that I had, which oh there it is, underneath this guy right here, and see how we can get. Ooh, look at that. That looks dirty windowish, doesn't it? It looks like a screen. I like this mesh because you could like, so it's working good for you, right, Lynn? Lynn's still in the box. I start to worry about myself when I buy things and then I never take it out of the box. Like I was starting to worry about myself with my backyard little canopy that had sat in the box for a month. Finally, it's installed and up and it's not in the box anymore, but I'm starting to worry. Pam says, I've been decluttering some, donated 6 bags of clothes and 1 bag of miscellaneous stuff yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. You know, I was going to do that Amazon gives back box, Lynn, that you told us about the last time to donate some stuff. But then I realized that, remember I was telling you about those pants I had from Kohl's that were probably too big. But now I'm rethinking the whole thing, and I think I'm actually going to try them on and see if they fit me. And if they're too big, I'm going to take them in. Kennedy says there was a new Jade Summer coloring book out yesterday. If there was a new book, they post on Friday. Oh, really? I haven't been releasing. Hey, Sandra, I haven't been releasing too many coloring books like I used to. Um, Coloring books just are not selling that much. I got to be honest with you. So, um, coloring book sales are not what they used to be. So I've just been kind of being very selective about what I release, when I release them. Um, you know, just kind of, I don't know, can't keep drawing books if no one's going to buy them. So that's why I haven't been releasing them like I used to. Um, I mean, there was a time where I was releasing like 3, 4 books a month, but I've really cut back a lot on what I've been releasing. You were just able to make the screen bigger. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you, last year, the beginning of 2023, was when I decided to go through my entire house, room by room, clean it, organize it, right? But let me tell you, by the end of the year, I mean, every room I tackled had an issue. The kitchen needed a new refrigerator. Everything had a problem. Everything needed, so I was going to do it again this year. It took me a whole year to go through the whole house. Like well, not really every month, but it took me the whole time because I just kept, I mean, I really did everything, walked walls, the whole bit. I was going to do that again this year, but I said I can't do that. So this year I've been cleaning stuff, but I haven't had that like full approach to, you know, let's clean everything up too much because I don't want to, you know, can't spend any more money. It's crazy. All right, so now let's put something in the background here. I'm going to use this blue color here. Is this a good blue? This highlighter. And let's see what happens when I use this. No, not really making a difference. The thing on the back. All it's doing is making a noise. That's okay. I'm going to see what we can do with this. I have this ink right here. And I'm going to take a little bit of paper towel. And I'm going to add some ink to that. All right. And I'm just going to kind of I'm going to do this one up in the corner. Just kind of a little bit of a smudge. But enough that you can kind of see it. I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy. And this one, I kind of want a little bit of dark ones. Does anyone use those Distress ink by, is it Tim Holt? Is that the name? Am I thinking of something else? Well, Pam, I mean Donna, when you're done with your cleaning, come on over. Come on over and clean. Let's use this rosy color from my gel pens for this, for the bowl. So camp is coming up this starting this Wednesday, and then in June we're meeting every Wednesday for the month of May, and then in June we are going to be doing the Just Create art retreat where we're gonna meet every Thursday, and we've got some projects for that. There's 4 projects for that. So if anybody's interested in joining that, I have only a limited number of things. Of supplies. But we're going to work on a birdhouse. We're going to do some magnets. We're going to work on a pressed flower jar, glass jar, like a lantern. Posters. That's it. It is hard work. I agree. Pam says, "Oh no, Pam, my husband got dizzy and fell on Wednesday. He hit his head and hurt his wrist, bruised up, migraines, nothing broken, but very sore. Oh my goodness. Did he have to go to the hospital?" The other day, I followed this guy on YouTube that, well, YouTube, TikTok, he's everywhere. His father has dementia, and he like does like little short videos about him. And the other day, the guy fell, and he hurt his hand, and he bandaged his whole hand up like he had like a broken wrist. And people were commenting that they should have taken him to the emergency room. Oh, I feel the same way about the paper towels. I feel like I should own stock in paper towels. But now I've been using Clorox wipes for similar issues, Donna. I can't live without paper towels. Do you have a particular brand that you buy? I don't like Scott. I feel like it is too thin, and I'm not really crazy about it. Not really crazy about Scott. You know, Scott paper towels, not like a person named Scott. It sounds like I'm saying I'm not crazy about Scott. I don't really like them. I love Bounty, but oh my goodness, the price, right? This mesh is working out great. I gotta keep this in my coloring supply arsenal. There we go. Paper towels and Clorox wipes are in stock. Yeah, I do. I always have a lot of paper towels and Clorox wipes. Have you ever used those Presto paper towels from Amazon, Lynn? I thought about buying those. There is a local supermarket that I do like their paper towels, so I end up buying those. But sometimes I just buy, like the last time I bought paper towels on Walmart, I think. I think it was Walmart. I bought I mean I didn't really want to buy them, but they were a good deal, so I did buy Scott. How am I doing, Alice? You got to give me some constructive criticism here. Let me know if I'm doing the right thing. The quicker picker upper. Exactly, Pam. You know. He would not go to the ER, says Pam. He said he did not feel like he had a concussion. He had them before long ago when he played sports. I hope he's okay. I don't blame him though. I would have said the same thing. Plus, the worst part about falling is that the next day or the couple of days later is when you really start to feel it. Feel too shook up. All right, let's see. What color nose should we give him? Let's give him a purple one. Why not? And purple eyes. Why not? Nothing is as good as Bounty. You are right. Nothing is as good as Bounty. What was that girl's name? That woman's name? The only they're expensive though. It's crazy. How about those reusable bamboo towels that come on a roll? Well, are you gonna reuse a paper towel that's on a roll? Crazy. My husband buys paper goods at Target when they're on sale and he can get a discount. That is coming from Pam. How does he work at Target? Is that how does he get a discount? Alice says, I like a select size paper towels. Walmart has ultra strong select size. I love the ones from Walmart actually, but every time I try to order those, Alice, they're out of stock. The other day I went to where did I go? I went to Walgreens, asked me what I was looking for at this point. I don't even remember, but whatever I was buying, they did not have them. So that is when I said to myself, why am I in this? Why am I venturing out into a store anymore and trying? No, I mean, the shelf was empty. He's out and about today, and I worry about him driving through this week. Oh, I hope he's okay, Pam. Reusable paper towels are nutty, right, Lynn? Do you think that you're supposed to put them back on the roll? Isn't a reusable paper towel like a piece of cloth? Oh, I have that red circle Target. Well, you know what I have? I have a Target card which asks me, I don't even know where it is, come to think of it. Where it's connected to my bank account, like a debit card, and it gives me discounts. Donna, I used to use Brawny, but he's lost some of his brawn. Doesn't surprise me. I used to use that too. I thought the same thing. These guys, I'll tell you, losing the brawn. Alice is commenting about what I'm doing. There is no wrong way to do it. Just make it look like you're looking through a dirty screen window or a door. Well, what I could do instead, Alice, is we could just get this piece of paper, my coloring page, when I'm done, and I can just go stick it. I can just tape it to the outside of my window and we can look through it there. Right? Because my windows all need to be cleaned. Matter of fact, the room I'm in right now, the screen has a hole in it. So I pulled it out of the window and it has a hole in it because my little friend Grace decided to put her paw through it because she was looking at a bird. And I ordered a new screen to replace it. All right, this guy needs something. Maybe I need nose like dog smudge things, right? Yeah, I would say cat and dog puke do need disposable, right? Oh, goodness, I don't know. Okay, we're moving on to this one. Let's see. What color should we do this cat? He looks like he should be, orange. Hey, Marianne. Glad you're here. This one is called Red Ochre, and I'm going to just use a light color with it. And then I guess I'm going to put something on top of it. I'm not sure. Like another color on top of it. Maybe yellow. Thank you, Pam. Oh, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. I don't like to use that because I'm afraid a dog is going to steal it. And it's fiberglass. And then what if they chew it? And, My dogs are always chewing something and always eating something. The other day, Scarlett ate um I bought them this pack of toys, which I actually fixed them this morning because they all had a bunch of them had holes in them. One was a crocodile, and she ate his arm. She just ate his arm. Then the other night, she was playing with another toy, and it was a rabbit, and she ate his ear. So I don't know. She ate the crocodile's arm. Plus, that crocodile doesn't even have it. I actually had to throw him away after all my sewing this morning. This one is ultramarine. I don't know why I keep gravitating to this one, but it's okay. I'm not really crazy about it, but I will put something for like a dirty window technique on that one. I should just have the dogs just walk across my page. Maybe that'll look like it's dirty window too, right? Let me see what happens if I put the mesh in the ink pad. I'm trying not to get this ink on me, by the way. Oh, not bad. Oh, there we go. All right, now I'm going to take this dog up here and do that to it and then see what happens. See? This is never going to come off my hand. You're going to see me at camp on Wednesday, and you're going to say, has she ever washed her hands? It kind of reminds me of that um, full body deodorant. Has anyone seen this? I mean, if somebody uses it here that's watching, I mean, I will apologize ahead of time, but one woman in some commercial had to use it for her knee. I mean, do we really need to be adding deodorant to our knees? What is this woman doing? Where have her knees been? Is what I want to say to her. When I had had dogs, I had a nylabone and big rawhide chunks for them. I do have rawhide. I have, but I don't have nylabone. I think they would chew it. They're usually pretty good about tearing stuff up. Oh, I don't want to use Clorox wipes on my hands, Lynn. I don't know if that would be safe. The other day, actually, the other day after we got done painting, I was eating a sandwich and I forgot to wash my hands. And after I was done, guess what? My hands were clean. So apparently, maybe it is for people who don't bathe every day, but I mean, it seems like putting it on your knee is a bit much, no? It's good looking dirty. Okay, perfect. Should I maybe I should dump it out and put it on the floor? Like tip it upside down because my floor's not that clean right now. I need to vacuum. I wish I could find the black for this. And something in this one right here doesn't belong. There it is. All right. I'm looking for black. Okay, no, I know I had it, and it's gone. Ah, there you are, you little bugger. How dare you move? All right, let's see. This is a good one. This one is Black Widow Monarch Ocean. If she has sweated behind her knees, it can create an odor, so then deodorant. Oh no, this woman was, that's what I thought too, Jody, but this woman had it on her kneecap. I did agree with that part, but this was a kneecap situation. That's the part that I thought was weird. Anyway, I'll move on. Do my dogs shed a lot? Um, not well, not as no, not really. You know, I always thought that they did, but I think it was Paisley that was the one that was shedding because I don't have as many clumps of dog fur anymore. But they shed enough. I mean, Scarlet's white. This one is emerald. So does anybody have any questions about what will happen on Wednesday? Make sure you can access the group, which I'm pretty sure everybody can. Because I've seen comments and everything. All right, there's that one. Now we have these four left. I am going to use a bright yellow for this tennis ball. And then let's see about good blue for the sky. I like this denim one. I don't really think this is similar to denim, but to each his own. I'm going to do it more of a scribble. And then I'm going to take a darker blue. I'll use Storm and add this underneath it. This piece of mesh. Pam says I had two elk hounds, and they had double coats and shed a lot and often. Oh wow, I didn't know that elk hounds had a double coat. Yeah, my dogs don't have a double coat. They have just one coat. It's kind of thin actually, the coat. Like you have to be careful too, like the sunburning and as Scarlett's gotten older, her coat has thinned out a lot. So let's see. This one is mango for this cat. I think mango should be a bit darker. If I was going to eat a mango and it was this color, I think I might say this is not ripe enough. And now I will add some of this light bronze, which is more of a green to me at the bottom. I'll give him a pink nose. Every time I pick up the color pink, I only think of one thing. Say it with me. Does anybody else think of it? You know what I'm talking about. I always just think pink, pink. You stink. Every single time. Does anybody else feel like they say that? Navy blue is my next weapon of choice. And then let's see what happens if we put a light color on top. Ooh, I like it. I like this mesh because it gives kind of like a wiggle, makes it move. I was looking at Amazon. Amazon says Kennedy while watching the live and saw a autism coloring book by you that was interesting because I have autism. Yes, I do have an autism coloring book actually. All right, let's see what else we got here. We have this dude sitting on a. Maybe he should be sitting on dirt. I'll make him sit on dirt. It'll be this rusty type dirt. Maybe he lives like, Nevada area type thing. All right. And then we need a color for this guy. Well, I think I'm gonna give him a pinkish nose. You were just saying that, Alice? What did they say? Great minds think alike. Right? Oh, I don't know. Crazy things come into my head, Alice. I can't help it. Here is raw umber. I'm going to make him raw umber. I'll tell you a funny thing that's been happening in my house. So I bought this glass, like a glass pitcher to keep on the table, like with water in it, because I'm tired of getting up and down to like get a glass of water while I'm eating or something. So the other day, my mom and I were eating supper, and I picked. She said to me, "It's really heavy actually when it's full." Um, and she said, "Do you think you can pour me some water?" So when I picked it up, I looked at her and I said, Flo just called as I'm pouring it. She's gonna be late. Does anybody understand what that is? You know. So every time I pick up this pitcher and I pour water from it and fill a cup, all that comes to mind is something like, I gotta go. Mel's calling me. Or, Vera quit. Anyone been to the movies lately? Oh, good question. I have not. I don't even know the last time I went to the movies. Is that where Thing lives? What are we talking about, Lynn? Thing? I don't know why I'm attracted to putting yellow on top of blue for the sky. I mean, this is like my world is upside down. Okay, now we have the last guy right here. Plus, I got to make these dirty. I'm going to make those dirty in a different way, I think. And this guy, I'm going to make him just like a funky color. I've got this lavender color, which to me, when it hits the page, looks nothing like it looks on the pencil. Because who doesn't want a lavender dog? I mean, these could be stuffed, right? Stuffed dogs. They don't have to be real. And then the sky on this one, I'm going to make it gray slate. I mentioned thing, dust, dessert. I don't know. I'm lost. Sometimes I don't know when I'm talking live with talking during these videos. It's like a stream of consciousness. I feel like I'm under like, you have like have like a tooth pulled or something and you're on like, I don't know. You're like you've given like Valium or something. That's right, lavender cats. And you tell like your whole truth serum. Is that what it's called? Truth serum? I'll give him a green nose. All right, what else can I make this dirty with? How about if I make it with a graphite pencil? Let me stretch over to the pencil. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do it with this pencil. I'm gonna put this underneath to give some texture. Oh, that worked out pretty good. And I'll do the same thing for this one. I don't want the whole thing to be dirty. We don't want to go out of like, crazy here. So what else can we use underneath here? I'm thinking burlap. Um, I mean, you could use paper towel and get that same texture. Let's try that. This is Scott speaking of paper towel. No, it's not really giving me that texture like I wanted it to. I think so. I think I like the ink method the best. It's, are you lost too? What is happening to us? I don't know, Alice. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, I gotta organize my pencils here because I feel like they're all in the wrong spot. Let me see. All right, what other questions? Can I answer any questions for you today about what we did? Fold the paper towel? Yeah, I did fold it a little bit, but I don't think wasn't really doing its job. Another reason not to buy Scott. Doesn't work for coloring, right? I know that sometimes, well, I use paper towels a lot when it comes to doing a painting to kind of remove the color, my removal of color technique. I always think of you, Lynn, when you told me about that artist that you saw doing that method to remove the color, and you asked him what he was using, and he said paper towel. Okay. For some reason, I have misplaced the blue. We don't know where it went. I don't know what happened. Oh, there you are, you little bugger, blue and the green. All right, so now I have to organize my area. I don't like a messy area. So next week we're still meeting next week we're still meeting on Wednesdays. I mean on Saturdays during camp month. Okay. So next week we are working on this one, and we're blending two colors with colored pencils. So we're gonna use more. Thank you, Alice. We're not gonna use more that we're not gonna use only two colors on this page. We'll use more, but we'll blend two. So for example, we'll blend a yellow and a blue and make green, that type of thing. And see and play around with some colors and see what will happen. And then after that, yeah, this page brings us into May, right? And then while we're sitting in May and we're thinking about snow, because who knows, it could snow. This one's Impressionism with crayons, and that's really one of my favorites. Sepia with marker is coming up in May. We've never done sepia with marker. We've done sepia with colored pencils, but not with markers. And then we'll move on to monochromatic with mixed media. This brings us to the end of May. Can you believe it's going to be May? I just can't. I mean, they say time is speeding up, and I truly, truly do believe it. You know? Okay, so just to let everybody know, I have 4 sets of 24 packs of gel pens left right now. More are coming, but I only have 4 right now. And I have plenty of 10 packs that are available at my Etsy shop. I set it up for worldwide shipping. Now, I can't help the shipping costs in the world, you know? I mean, I just can't. So it's set up for that. Maybe someone would be interested. I'm not sure. You plug in your address, it tells you the shipping, it calculates it, you know, that type of thing. But the other thing is that this week I'll have some glitter gel pens. I'm going to show them to you. Actually, want to see them? I know Debbie was asking me about them. Oh no, I don't have them here. I have them upstairs because I was organizing them. I have them upstairs. I don't have them with me. I'm sorry. I'll have glitter gel pens. They have a 1.0 millimeter point rather than the 0.5. And then I am researching markers that are coming to test, and I'm researching watercolor paint that's coming to me to test it out. So hopefully by the end of the year, I will have a pretty good line of coloring supplies. I know that I'm looking for colored pencils, but I don't think that that's going to happen because I can't really seem to find anything I really like. And that's it. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone. I will see everyone at camp on Wednesday, and I'll see everybody else. If you're not part of camp, I'll see you all on at the next color along next week. The glitter gel pens, by the way, Alice, are extremely first of all, the colors are extremely vivid. It's a 12-pack, and it is very, very, they're a juicy gel pen. It reminded me of what's the name of them? Jelly rolls. Oh, and the other thing that I'm looking into, because Debbie asked me the other day, is I've got another set of gel pens on the way that's a 1.0 millimeter tip, because which is not glitter. So that is in the pipeline also. So that's what's been happening. So I will see everyone this week. Thanks so much for joining me, everyone, and I will talk to everyone soon.